We wake to a new day, engaging in rituals we developed through instinct and years of routine. As we mature, we become increasingly unaware of our own daily rituals and the life all around us, or even within us. Because we've repeated the patterns so many times, we can succumb to a dulled awareness of our surroundings. Patterns, in nature, in the lives of all creatures, are repeated on every scale. If we pay attention, nature reveals these patterns to us. Through the hands of time, the rotation of our planet, the pulse of our cities. From the clouds in our coffee, to the spiral of galaxies. Nature is a series of interconnected microworlds. We live our lives blissfully unaware of the drama that unfolds, unseen, all around us. Paralleling our own rituals, struggles, and triumphs. There is a certain uniformity in nature's complexity. No matter how slow or fast, or large or small something is, what appears simple is revealed to be of equal complexity up close. In fact, the closer we look, the more nature's intricate patterns reveal themselves. We go about our day as if every appointment, every commitment, every responsibility is a matter of utmost importance. In the microworld, this is often literally true. A matter of life and death. Consider the lowly worm, crucial to Earth's ecology. The slime on a worm's skin is rich in nitrogen, an essential element for plants to thrive. Their very existence fertilizes the soil. In a way, worms are like farmers. Their motion through the ground plows the soil and helps plants grow. Their bodies pumping blood, breathing, hosting other smaller organisms. Worms can eat 1/3 their weight each day. That's like an adult human eating 50 pounds of food a day. Worm excrement, or cast, is an extremely rich fertilizer. Tilling the soil, fertilizing, a daily ritual for these invertebrate farmers. Feeding the earth, feeding the flora, the fauna, nourishing the environment. Worms do not have bones, but they do have a complex system of muscles and tiny bristles called CT. When an earthworm wants to move forward, it first makes itself long and thin. It anchors the front of its body by sticking its front CT into the soil. Then it pulls its rear end forward, making itself short and thick. Once the rear end is in place, the front CT are withdrawn and the rear CT are extended. Now the front end is free to move forward again. The worm repeats this pattern to move through the earth. Consider the lowly worm. Its very existence brings color and life to our world.
The ladybug, a friend to the farmer and a natural form of pest control.
They are top predators, hunting from dusk till dawn, feasting on aphids and other garden pests. Aphids are among the most destructive insect pests on cultivated plants, and the damage they do has made them enemies of farmers and gardeners the world over. However, for a ladybug, aphids provide a tasty meal. In fact, many gardeners stock their gardens with ladybugs rather than spray their precious plants with poisonous insecticides. Nearly all human cultures revere the ladybug. As a natural form of pest control, she is without equal. Ladybugs may be ravenous carnivores, but they also enjoy flower pollen and nectar. She is a symbol of luck, fertility, and good weather. She is an arthropod, an invertebrate with an exoskeleton, a hard external shell that supports and protects her body. Her distinctive spots and attractive colors are actually meant to ward away potential predators. If attacked, ladybugs produce a chemical through the joints in the legs that smells and tastes terrible. This type of defense mechanism relies on the memory of the would-be predator. A bird that has encountered a foul-tasting ladybug will not want to repeat the experience.
Universally loved, her beauty is legendary, like a flower or a butterfly.
As a butterfly lands on a flower, It immediately tastes the plant with taste buds on its feet. The long, curved proboscis is similar to a drinking straw. Butterflies only drink, they don't eat. The sweet nectar of the flower is her main source of nutrition. But like all living things, she needs water. Water is the common factor in all life on Earth. Plants, animals, humans, all equally dependent on this precious elixir of life.
Each drop is its own microworld, with entire ecosystems existing on an infinitesimal scale.
Patterns of the veins of a leaf spread out like suburban sprawl, just as alive. Worlds within worlds, revealing ever more intricate patterns. Humans consume dozens of gallons of water each day, but only a small portion is for drinking. In most cultures, the largest percentage is used for irrigation and to flush the toilet. In the microworld, water is used much less wastefully. Patterns on the wings of a butterfly, like a fingerprint, a snowflake, a leaf, each unique, of infinite complexity and infinite beauty. Colorful scaled wings, gossamer hair, the rhythms of breathing, consuming, coexisting. Graceful antennae. Tiny aphids hitch a ride, themselves an entire microworld. Rituals and patterns developed through generations of instinct. Feed, mate, interact, in perfect harmony with the environment. Every organism with a unique contribution. There is another sort of beauty in nature, one that may challenge your notion of what beauty is. It secretes a slime that it moves along, like a dignitary on a red carpet. A dignitary from 100 million years ago. The snail. The snail has 4 tentacles. The shorter 2 are for feeling, and the longer pair are eye stalks. This is a female snail. It is also a male snail. Snails are hermaphrodites. They produce both sperm and eggs. A typical garden snail can lift 10 times its own weight. That's the equivalent of an adult human lifting a hippopotamus. Most snails move by gliding on their muscular foot, which is lubricated with mucus. This motion is powered by succeeding waves of muscular contractions that move along the snail's foot. A snail's shell forms a logarithmic spiral. This special kind of spiral curve often appears in nature. Hurricanes, galaxies, and snail shells all share this logarithmic design. Land snails are gastropods. They breathe by taking air into a visceral cavity that is richly supplied with blood vessels. The snail's version of a lung. They probe their environment for vegetation. They have very poor eyesight and rely mainly on their sense of touch and smell to find food. Snails feast on leaves and plant matter with a powerful radula, a tongue-like appendage with thousands of tiny teeth. When a snail is feeding, the scraping of its radula is sometimes audible if you listen closely. Unlike ladybugs, snails actually eat and damage our crops. In turn, we often eat snails. In fact, escargot is considered a delicacy in many European cultures. Snails have a uniquely adapted design. When the snail is disturbed, it simply withdraws or pulls itself back into its shell. The snail also retreats into its shell and seals the entrance in dry weather to protect its body from drying up. We work, learn, live, love, and engage in all sorts of behaviors that provide sustenance, stimuli, and purpose in our lives. Snails go through an elaborate courting ritual and may communicate with each other for 2 to 12 hours before mating.
It's an everyday pattern that plays infinitely in our lives and in the microworld. Hunt, gather, produce, farm, feed yourself, your offspring, toil in order to live.
And break away from the pack to express your individuality. All of us move to a biological rhythm, our internal clocks in sync with the Earth's rotation through the day. Just as the day begins, so it must end. These patterns, rituals, and dramas play out unseen all around us, all the time. Danger looms, but so does light, shade, joy, sorrow, work, life. When we stop to look close, we begin to see the layers of life coexisting all around us in the microworlds.